able to do anything?
Yes, yes.
Okay, can we see? Yay.
You talking about making fire? This is my drawing.
Okay.
I drew my hand and some fire in my hand.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you
Oh,
can.
cool. All right. And why is your fire? I mean, why do you have fire in your hand? What is the,
Because you
can I
said make
ask you what the
fire,
story is?
right? My representation of fire was to
Mm-hmm.
hold fire in my hand. So I took the lump of
So,
clay like you suggested and carved out the flames,
uh-huh.
fire,
Okay, to me, it
fire.
sounds like your hands are on fire. You're creative, and it's just burning up with creativity. That's what
The
it seems like.
essence of fire, you hold it right in the center of your hand, you know? So
Yeah,
I tried
that
to
sounds
take
cool.
that block of clay and tried to, like you said, carve it out a little bit.
Uh-huh. Okay, so you kind of made a flat hand. Is that what you did?
I made a hand. Yeah, I made
Oh, okay.
a
I
hand
can sort of
fire.
see. Oh, I see what you did. Okay.
A hand.
So your hand is not, it's not exactly a fat hand. It's a thin hand. Is that right?
It's got the palm
It's
like
it's
this.
like a
It's
thin
like,
hand. Uh-huh. Okay. Now, because you made it that way, you don't have to carve out. Oh, I see it now.
I was carving
Okay.
out the
You don't
clay.
have. Okay. So one of the things you can do, like if you translate that into a larger piece, let's say you wanted to make it larger than that, just even slight, you can actually take a chunk, a lump of clay, and actually carve it out instead of building it. Do you know what I'm
No,
saying?
I carved it. The hand is carved. I carved out
You
the
actually,
center of the hand, and then I put pieces in there, but
oh,
I
you
carved
actually
it
carve
as
it.
I was going. You know, you use
Okay.
the tools that you suggested we use. I used, and I used this little gadget. Where is it? This little thing, and I have these tools. Let's see. I tried to use a variety of these little tools that we have to scoop the clay out.
Hmm.
I might have it. I was just using it a minute ago.
Do you think that your piece is
Here it is.
put together well? Oh, okay.
I was using
Do
this.
you think your piece is put together well enough that you can actually fire that piece?
Well, I'm still carving it. I don't think it's not dry yet, so I dare not pick it up. It's not completely leather. And
Uh-huh.
as I take the toilet roll, I have toilet roll I'm holding it with. Uh, it's still, I got some cracking from where it was resting.
Yeah.
And it's just
Okay.
really something that
See.
I carved out. I'm still smoothing it. It's not a finished piece. Just
Uh-huh.
carve
That's a
it.
sketch.
Yeah, just what you said is try to be ready for to this class. So I was working on it yesterday,
Hmm.
and it's still
Okay.
I don't know if it's something that I can actually.
Y- yeah, you can translate that into a larger piece. What you need to do now is, let it dry slowly so it doesn't break. Okay, dry slowly covered, and you can put it somewhere where you see it every day, and then you can kind of like, when you're looking at it, thoughts will come into your mind saying,
Yeah,
I like it if it was, that kind of thing, and that will decide whether you like it or not, or want to,
it's
make
about
it a
the
larger
size of
piece
my
or.
hand.
It sure is, yeah.
I drew it, and I tried to look at my hand as I was drawing it, and
Uh-huh.
mostly I was molding it too, like you said, feel the clay. I was
Yeah, feel the
molding it, so
clay.
that's how you got my hand. I had it wrapped around in my hand as I was molding it.
Also, so you put a lot of energy into it
No, you
of your own.
had to try to feel the clay like you were saying. So,
Uh-huh. All right, good
well, you're not
job.
gonna have class
All right.
today.
What?
You were not gonna have class today?
You're gonna have we're just gonna have a short class because we don't have much. Yeah, we're gonna run out of stuff to talk about, huh? Okay, before I proceed, let me just, I didn't do one on purpose because I wanted you guys to be inspired, by your own. But I'm just kind of quickly put together something just in case. Okay, in your case, you don't have to, but just in case you made something that was solid like this, one of the things you can do is if you can carve it out, hollow it out, okay? Thin it out from the inside. If you can't, what you're going to have to do is when it's a little bit drier, you're actually going to have to slice the whole thing
Mm-hmm.
up in half and then carve it out. Okay, and mine is wet right now, so this isn't how you do it. But when it's a little bit drier, you carve it out. You carve all this out, and then you're going to have to put it back together and clean up the seams. Okay,
The
and
way my
secure.
hand was, my hand was like that big block. Here's the clay. I cut my
Oh,
clay.
yours was okay. Yours was a big block, and you carved it out. Yeah, so you can do it that way too. You don't have to do it this way.
Yeah, I
Now,
carved it out of the
like
block, like you said, and then I took half of
yeah,
the block and squeezed it and molded it and then carved it
good job.
as it leathered a little bit, like you said.
Okay, good job. Well, you are on the way to creating a fire sculpture, and right now you've got a good idea. Okay, so you just ponder on that, and since you're the only one here, we're going to move on. All right.
All right.
Now, if that's okay with you, unless you have any
No,
questions.
that's good. I just wanted to make sure I was on the right route to making fire because
Um,
it's still kind of soft.
um, does your piece feel like it's talking about fire to you? It has to be
Yeah,
to you,
because I
okay?
got the prongs here and I tried to follow the way fire would look in my hand.
Mhm.
And
Now, I can't see your piece as well as if I was in person. But one of the things you might want to do is you want, instead of fire coming straight out of your hand, you might want to carve off a little bit on the base so it's kind of like more like on fire. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
But that's up to you. Okay.
okay.
So
I
if it's
guess
okay with you, I'm going.
when you fire it and then you actually paint the fire in there in the hand, wouldn't that be
Mhm.
like if you? It's right in the
Yep.
palm right here. I can carve some more to get the stand up effect, but it's right in the palm
Yeah.
of the hand right here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think you're on the right track. It looks good.
Flames are in the back
Let me
of
see.
hand. They're coming through the back of the fingers too.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
So when you fire it and then you
fire's
paint
coming
it,
out the
that's
back of the hand too. You probably can't see
you okay.
the
Wow,
fire
that's pretty incredible.
coming up the back of the finger. They're coming through the fingers of the hand as the hand is holding it.
Oh my.
This.
Okay.
I tried to look at my hand as I was doing it,
And
and
imagine
things
fire, right?
that I couldn't carve, I just put in there, and then they part of the hand itself. I guess.
I think it's okay. Yeah. The important thing that is you tried and you worked on it and you're learning from it that, some parts don't feel right and some parts do. So that's how you learn, okay?
Okay.
If we copied somebody else's sculpture, then we're not, anybody can copy somebody else's sculpture, but this is really personal and you're also learning from it. So that's what's important.
I
And
figured
it's
they
your,
couldn't copy my hand if I'm holding it in my hand and make it into. I held it for a while so it could firm up a little bit.
uh-huh.
So they would have
We
to
could
work pretty
cast you.
hard to get my hand.
We could cast your hand, yeah, make a mold of it. Okay, I'm going to move to the PowerPoint if that's okay with you.
All right. Thank you.
Hold on, I'm in the wrong place. Okay, let's see. Let me try screen share. Here we go. Oh, I can't screen share. All right, let me call Sharita. All right, sorry about that.
That's all right.
We're having technical difficulties today, aren't we? Okay, since I'm waiting for Sharita to make me a co-host so I can screen share. Let's see if I can do that. Nope. Um, let's see. Let's see. Okay, let me call her again.
How about lunch?
We're gonna discuss the water element next, okay? And I actually did a piece, but mine was for an outdoor installation. So I'm gonna try to screen share that, but I can't make. I gotta make have it.
Hi, you have reached Sharita Bennett. I'm not able to take your call at the moment. Please message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you. To disconnect, press 1. If you still want to leave a message for this person, press 3. Or at the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Sharita, I need for you to make me a co-host so I can do a screen share. Thank you. So hopefully she gets the message. We're going to talk about the element of water. I was going to show you examples, but let me see if I can talk while I'm waiting for
Like
her
our
to
other person didn't show back
screen.
up. Remember the young lady that was in the class with us before?
Yeah,
Yeah, she didn't come
I,
back.
I guess I guess I scared everybody. Um, I got scared off. So it's the element of water. And when I went online, what I saw other people, what they did was a lot of it was like made out of glass, because water, glass, see-through, kind of like similar. And then some people made it out of metal. And that was kind of interesting too. Um, there were some ceramic pieces, but a lot of it was like waves. So they would take a piece of clay and they would like kind of like make it like a wave. And I'll see if I can do one real quick.
Like when
Okay.
you're painting a picture and you make a wave.
Actual wave. It's a
Yeah.
part of a wave actually. So it would be like this, right? And sometimes there was one that was vertical. And actually with the clay, you can make something like a wave. And I'm using a darker clay right now, but especially with a whiter clay, and then if you glazed it like, blue and it faded to white, that would be really beautiful. But they would have, and then this part, the point was kind of detailed. Okay. So you have to look at pictures of waves and kind of like copy it. So that was more like actual image of a wave. Now,
hmm
there was one person that just took a bunch of coils. Okay. And it was interesting to see you. I couldn't find that many, that represented water, but so one person took a bunch of coils and had it. Now we're talking water, so it doesn't have to be waves, but a lot of it was waves. So let's see. And they had it. kind of like that.
Mm.
So these would be like lines that represent the flow of water. And at some point, they would have like, I believe it was like curly cues. So this is more like a wall relief kind of thing, not so much a 3D kind of thing. So it would be like this, and then they would have several like this. So it'd be like a movement kind of like thing.
Yes.
Um, and then you had these really fun raindrop ones. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if Sharita doesn't let me screen share, this is going to be hard
Paint.
to
So
do
I know we
class
were doing
here.
in one of the classes I paint, we were making waves with the acrylic paint. So I
Yeah, making it.
similar that way when you're making a wave and you're sort of like trying to make sure it just folds over at the top tip.
Yeah, so you actually make it like a real wave, but you can also do an abstract thing. Now, there were a couple that were like drops of water.
Mm-hmm.
And the one I saw was made out of clay, and there were like several, but it was strung on fish line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Of course, these will have to be hollow. And that was cool. And there was a huge one. I mean, this one was an outdoor huge one. And it was really kind of cool. It was like a drop of rain, and it was sitting like this, and this part was like really long. And that was kind of cool, kind of like one impact of a big drop of rain or something like that. Okay. Um, the one I did, and I don't know if I can show that how I'm gonna, the Zoom is through Benson, so I can't screen share. The one I did, I actually have a little tiny piece out there. Hold on just a second. Yeah, I did an outdoor installation, and this is just a tiny piece. And all I did was have a bunch of these in different colors, like blue, and some were this big, and it had those, those splash things.
Right.
Okay, and then some had the drops, like when water splashed, but I had several of them outside. And what happened is when we had torrential rain, this was at the Blue Heron Preserve Park. And when it rained, it actually made music. It made sounds, the raindrops.
I got an
And it
idea
was really cool.
just from what we've already talked about and everything. I got a super idea of what to do with the rain, with the water.
Oh, what did you get?
So I'm thinking about
You-
making a theme. I've got, it's supposed to be. Uh, this is about fire, water, and earth, right? The class.
we're gonna do, we did fire, we're gonna do water, and then we're gonna do wind or air.
Yeah, wind and air are going to be fun. I'm wondering how we're going to do that. But this water element, I can see, like you said, with the droplets. You notice I put up a screen where I got company in the room with us.
Uh, that's okay.
Only student in the
So
class.
with water, you can do with water, you can do water drops, raindrops. You can do waves. You
Yeah,
can also do. I saw one that was metal, and it was just nothing but rings. Now, water doesn't have to always be movement. It does flow, but it could be still water. Now,
yeah,
how would you do that? Maybe just a square block, just a square block, and maybe the top will be like really polished smooth, and then maybe undulate a little bit and then glaze it black or some, black gloss that, or, a dark blue. That could be still water, right?
yes.
What do you think? Yeah. So that's a possibility. So that's our next thing. And then after that, we're going to do air and wind, and that's going to be
Okay.
challenging because how do you do air or wind, right? You'd
Yes.
have to have
Represented with
something that
something.
is, you have to have something that's affected by air or wind.
Yeah.
So
This is
you might have a leaf that's kind of like twisted and blowing. Okay. But you can still do an abstract one. So we'll do water next time, but I can't share anything right now, so I don't know what to do here. I guess if you don't have any questions, we can just stop here because I really don't know what else to do. Um,
'Cause you don't can't
because I
show
was
that.
gonna,
But I have an idea. I know what rain, and I'll go online and look up some raindrop. But I have
yeah,
an idea with this
it,
big piece of clay. You want the same about the same amount of clay, right?
yeah, about the same size, and then
Okay.
we'll do that, and then we'll probably just get down. We'll probably just be able to do 3 elements
Okay.
because wind's gonna be next, and then you can choose one of those, or all of them, depending on which one you like. So
I've been
since I can't
online.
screen share and we can't,
I've been online, so what I'm going to be doing is there's another pottery class on Thursday and Friday. I try to peek in on those classes. I haven't been interactive or participating, making things right there on like I did here. Uh, like you say, it's interactive.
mhm,
We sort of participate in making these things
yeah.
live. So I'll try it. I'll try a couple of things while I'm sitting in class tomorrow. Then I will see what I bring back to you
Mhm.
on next Wednesday. Next Wednesday is the
And, and let's see, yeah,
this is the next Wednesday, the fourth or
yeah,
the
next Wednesday. And the thing is, I don't know. Wait, what is this? Yeah, I think you're right. It's the 4th.
okay.
Okay, so you'll have something to show on the 4th, and I'm really sorry. I just, unless she made me, hold on, let me try one more time, see if she's
No, I understand.
made
It's
me. No.
12:30 anyway, so
Okay. All right. So we'll just have to, and this time I'll make some samples, okay? Because I'm also thinking something like a waterfall, just a wall of water, but instead of the foam being on top like waves, if the foam was on bottom, that's pretty cool too.
all right.
But that's kind of like doing an actual image of water too. So, but to me, water's like flowing, movement. So I'll probably do something that has to do with movement.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. Sorry about this, Nikki. And oh, maybe the second person couldn't join us because we got on so late or something.
All
And
right.
she probably thought, we
Love
weren't
it.
doing
Bye
it. So,
bye.
okay. Hopefully somebody will join us next week. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Bye bye.
All right. Keep. Bye.